After 4 Lego baby turtles fall into some mysterious ooze, the Lego Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are born. This is my collection video for the TMNT series, which Lego ran from 2012 to 2014, included about 20 sets when you count promotional items as well, and had a bunch of turtles, friends, and enemies. So first up we have the turtles, Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo, all named after Italian Renaissance artists, and they go on a whole lot of adventures across their series of Lego products, and some of those tied into more recent movies as well. Here are the Turtles' allies, April O'Neil, the news reporter, and Master Splinter, who raised them. Their main enemy, the Foot Ninja Clan, led by the Shredder and his daughter Karai. And then there are some other enemies that Lego made, like Krang and Baxter, and a few others that I'm missing as well. So that's my whole collection. I grew up on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I loved the movie from the 90s and the animated series. These are hard to find as it's been several years since they were in production, but they are neat to have if you're a Ninja Turtle fan, and try and get them if you can get. Here is one of my favorite themes from Lego. It is the Lord of the Rings theme. It was released in May of 2012, and about a dozen sets were released that feature all kinds of minifigures from the Lord of the Rings films and books. There was even a game released, which was a lot of fun. If you haven't played that, that is one of the better Lego games in my opinion. So we have the Hobbits, Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin. And then we have the wizard Gandalf, both Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White versions. Aragorn the Ranger and Aragorn as King. Legolas, Gimli, and Boromir of the Fellowship. The elves Elrond and his daughter Arwen. A few of the Nazgul, there are 9 total, but they're all the same minifigure. Gollum and the spider Shelob. A giant figure, the Cave Troll. And then the Mouth of Sauron and several other orcs that are released across several sets. So that is the Lego Lord of the Rings collection that I have. I'm missing a few, including Saruman and Grima, and some of the Riders of Rohan. Unfortunately, I'd like to get them someday, so we'll see if that happens. But until then, continuing on with our minifigure collection series, here is what we have from the Disney lineup so far. Disney and Lego have released 2 minifigure series so far, and hopefully they'll do another someday and add some characters that are obviously missing. And they have a bunch of Disney sets that have come out over the years, and here are what we got. We have Mickey Mouse and Steamboat Mickey and Minnie, Donald Duck, Daisy Duck, and Scrooge McDuck, a handful of heroes and male figures from different movies, and a handful of princesses and heroines from different movies. We've got a good lineup of Disney villains like Jafar and Maleficent and Hades. We have several of the Incredible figures, the 3 characters that were released with the Tron set, and there are a bunch of other characters I'd like to get, like Goofy is one that's hard to find. And hello everyone, this is another entry in the minifigure collection series I'm running. This is for Lego Dimensions, a video game series that started in 2015 and ran for a few years. They licensed all kinds of different characters. Some of my other videos will cover other groups from the Dimensions series, like the Powerpuff Girls. This is for a more unique list, so let's get started. First we have Marty McFly and Doc Brown from Back to the Future. Next, Gizmo and Stripe from the Gremlins movie. E.T. the Extraterrestrial from E.T., Sonic the Hedgehog from the Sega series, Michael Knight from Knight Rider, Beetlejuice, the titular character from Beetlejuice, the Doctor and a Cyberman from the Doctor Who series, B.A. Baracus as played by Mr. T, and we have Sloth from the Goonies, the Wicked Witch of the West, Shell from the Portal series, and we have Chase McCain from the Lego Police series. I unfortunately did not include Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible. I have him as well. He must have been off doing some Lego Ninja Warrior stuff. But it is awesome that Lego licensed all these other properties for this series. Dimensions was great for including a bunch of things that normally wouldn't be included in Lego. So hey everyone, so while we're quarantined, I thought I'd do a top 10 of my favorite minifigures from my collection, and I'll tell you why with each one. So in no particular order, here we have Sonic the Hedgehog from Lego Dimensions. I think it's awesome that Lego made this figure as part of the Dimension series, and if you've been following the channel, you know he was our Ninja Warrior Season 3 champion. So, cool figure to get started with. Next I have Avatar Aang from The Last Airbender. This was a very short-lived series that Nickelodeon and Lego ran in the late 2000s, maybe it's early 2010s, but Aang is an awesome figure to have, and I wish they would have done more with that series. Next, we have Jango Fett, father of Boba Fett, who I think he only came with a Slave One ship that came out in the mid-2000s. My brothers got him. He is a rare figure nowadays, and I just like the more retro look that they have for him. They've kind of updated the way Boba Fett looks now, and this is kind of old school for Star Wars Lego, so I think it's a pretty cool figure. Next up, we have... who do we have? Let's see. General Grievous, another Star Wars figure. He is one of the few four-armed figures out there. I just like the way he stands, the way his legs move. I like General Grievous a lot from the Clone Wars series, and I just think this is a cool figure. They made an older figure of General Grievous, which was really janky and pathetic, so I'm glad that they revised him and made him into a better figure. Alright, Deadpool. Now, I actually borrowed this from a friend and never gave it back. Hopefully he's not looking for it, because this is a rare figure to find. They made this during the time that X-Men Origins Wolverine came out, which was a very short-lived X-Men effort by Lego, so not many Deadpools out there, but he is a longtime Lego Ninja Warrior contestant, and he is a great addition to any collection. Alright, halfway through. Next up, we got the Demogorgon from Stranger Things. So I just got this a few weeks ago, but I think this is a really neat figure. They put a lot of effort and detail into making this figure. So if you take his head off, if you've seen the show, it looks just like the way the Demogorgon looks with its mouth closed, and it has the claws. And so I just think there was a lot of effort put into this character, and it shows. And I've been meaning to pick him up for a while, so I'm glad I have him now. Okay, we have from the Lord of the Rings series, the Mouth of Sauron. Lord of the Rings is one of my favorite series that Lego did, and I think this is the most detailed character of any of them they did. He's only in the extended version of the movies, but if you buy the Black Gate Lego set, he comes with it, and he just has a sweet helmet, and they did a great job with his paint on his face, and his outfit, his tunic, and everything's unique, so he just looks really sharp. Next up, we have Emperor Zurg from Toy Story 2. It's kind of a random figure, but I think he just looks awesome. He's really unique looking compared to almost all other minifigures. His head shape, his shoulder pads, his extra long body. He stands taller than most minifigures. He's hard to find, so I just think he has some special flair, and if you like Toy Story, then he's a great add to have. Ronan the Accuser from Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I picked him up a couple years ago. He's hard to find because he was only in one Guardians of the Galaxy set, but I think they did a lot to bring this random Marvel character to life, and they do that with a lot of their characters, but the paint job on him is very detailed. He just looks about as angry as the character did in the movie. His staff with the Infinity Stone looks really good. I just think he's a really neat looking Marvel figure. And speaking of Marvel, for our final one, we have Iron Man from the Infinity War series. I have a couple Iron Mans. They all look pretty similar, but this one, he looks really sharp, looks exactly like he does from the movie. I like the nanotech add-ons they added here for his extra wings that happened in the movie. It came with a bunch of different blasts that come out of his hands and feet. So of all the Marvel heroes, I think this is the most detailed Iron Man or Marvel hero they did. So as a special shout out to custom minifigures, I know I've gotten a lot of comments and questions about the Master Chief Lego minifigure. It's something my brothers bought years ago. We've probably had him for almost 10 years now, but he's an awesome figure. It's getting a little worn out from all the Ninja Warrior and stop motions we've done with him, but he's my favorite custom figure we have. And then as another bonus for the big figures, I think this Thanos from Infinity War is the neatest minifigure, big figure that they did. So lots of love to the big figures out there and to this Thanos one. So those are my 10 favorites, plus a few others. What are your favorite minifigures? Let me know if you're stuck in your house during this quarantine time. If you want to share what your favorite minifigure is and why, please share in the comments if YouTube will keep the comments up. If not, I'll put a post on the community tab. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe out there. Bye.